spoke on ways the government can be of help.
So how do you think the government can support importation of vehicles and also rejuvenate the already existing manufacturing plants that are in the country but are not fully operational?
If Nigerian government can say, okay, today we want all the government officials to be using Nigerian made car. So I believe it's going to even increase the level of production of Nigerian made car.
We have the Ajaokuta steel company, and I know that steel is a very important part of car manufacturing. How well do you think we've been able to maximize this potential and resource that we have here in Nigeria?
After Nigeria now, I don't think they know about what is called Ajaokuta. Even though they know about Ajaokuta, what did they produce? Nothing. We don't know. You understand? So government need to create awareness in everything they are doing so that the youth, okay, for example, some will say they went to school to go and read engineer, mechanical engineer. By the time they come out, nothing to show up on a mechanical engineer. They'll find themselves doing something else. And Ajaokuta still is there. So what's the company for? Is it not for the children that went to school to go and read engineer, to go there to go and do something? So everything still bounce back to government. If government really serious about the Ajaokuta stay, I believe Ajaokuta will produce a lot of things in this country. And many youth of this country will get something to do.
All right, thank you very much for having us at yours today.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, madam.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Ladies Talking Business. If it's your first time watching, we help break business terms to its simplest form and give you tips on ways to help grow your business. In the studio with me today is Janet Adetu, a certified executive business coach with expertise in corporate protocol, professional image and leadership development. Today she will be sharing with us the need for customer centricity in running a successful business. Thank you for joining me in the studio.
You're most welcome, Irene.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to have you here today.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
We all have one thing in terms of either buying or selling. One way or the other is either you're buying something or you're selling something. As a person in itself, you're either selling yourself or having people come to you, right?
Yeah.
But how would you explain customer centricity for starters?
Okay, that sounds like a big word to people out there. So let me just,
just break it
down into, layman's terms. Basically, for every organization that's in business, I would say they do need to have some element of customer, centricity, in the sense that you must be customer centric. You must have empathy for your customer. You must put your customer first. That's how I put it, because your reputation is at stake. Your customers can make or break your reputation.
Exactly.
So whatever you're selling, it's really about making sure that your customers are happy with the product, they enjoy the product, they are very happy to be your ambassadors and tell other people about your product, because it's very easy, to make one or two customers, but when you lose those two customers, to get those two customers back is very difficult. So you want your customers to be happy all the time. Customers tend to jump ship easily with no apology.
Exactly.
Right. So being customer centric means making sure that you put the customer's need first. The product or the service that you're providing is useful to the customer, is beneficial, is something that they really need. You can always fine tune it, you can always add more to it, you can always keep developing your product, but such that the customer is always, going to feel that what they have from you is something that they would not want to give away. The customer loyalty comes from this aspect of customer centricity, in the sense that as an organization, it's not about your product, it's about your customer.
Exactly.
will my customer come back? Will my customer tell other people about this product or service that I'm offering? Will my customer be my ambassador without me spending millions on marketing? Because most times, you know, word of mouth really does help. It does a lot of businesses very well. And it's because the customer says, you care about me, you're thinking about me. So when you find some organizations sending birthday greetings out there, you know that, oh wow, this organization, they really care about me, they're thinking about me. I am really important to their business. And that's what it's all about, making sure that the customer feels that they are being taken care of, their needs are being considered. When they have complaints, they're addressed almost immediately, and their voice is being heard. Because at the end of the day, you are providing a product or a service just so that that customer will always feel happy.
And always come back, as
and
it were.
always come back and be loyal. That's the whole idea about that being customer centric. So no matter what you're selling, whether it's something big or small or expensive, whatever, even if you have a boutique selling clothes that are not so expensive, make sure that when a customer walks into your organization or into your shop, into your showroom, you're quickly up. You're up and about. How are you, madam? Greeting them. What would you like? How can I help you? You know, because we do find some places where, hey, you walk into a place and they're just looking at you. They're sizing you up.
Exactly.
First of all, could I? You know,
can she afford what I'm selling?
Yes, no, let me not waste my time. But guess what? You never can judge a book by its cover. You don't know that customer can bring you more business tomorrow. So you have to be very, very, customer service is key. It's really about exerting excellent, exceptional customer service. Not just ordinary customer service. Exceptional ones. Yes, absolutely. And what is it about exceptional one? It's just going the extra mile, doing the extra thing, you know. And it could be as little as, would you like a cup of tea or service? You run a spa, for instance, and someone's come to do to be relaxed and to have their massage and all that. And you know, to be relaxed, what else can I do to help my customer feel more relaxed? Offer them a drink. Offer them tea or coffee, offer them something small, maybe a snack while they're waiting, just to feel special, just so that, hey, competition is real, so you need to be able to dare to be different so that you can stand out from the crowd, because customers will easily jump ship just from a normal frown.
Because I mean, it's not just you selling that thing or, you know,
it's actually not about your product.
Service.
It's not even about your service. It's about your soft skills. And I preach it all the time. Your soft skills are what will make or break your business. So from the moment you walk in, whoever's at the front desk, a simple hello or a simple smile can make or break.
On the face, exactly.
Can make or break that relationship, you know. And I mean, I've walked into organizations where I can remember a particular time where the front desk officer, she was eating her, it was breakfast because it was in the morning, although it was rice and the aroma was there. She was eating, and as I walked in, she didn't even say hello. She just said, please sign there. She was still eating and she just pointed to the register, and I thought, can you imagine? And lo and below, she wasn't polite at all. As soon as I finished writing my name, she threw the tag at me and just said I should take a seat. So you can imagine, did I go back there again to do business? Absolutely not. No way. So it was, and you see, customer centricity really starts from the moment you step through the gates of an organization, from the security man to the front desk officer, before you even see the person that you are actually going to see. And that's why I say to management, it's very key. Your front desk officer can kill your business.
Exactly, it's very important.
And you don't know, the person could be coming to do $1 Naira business, $1 million business. You can never tell from the person just by looking at them. And therefore, soft skills are extremely essential if you want to put your customer first. It's all about empathy. You know, it's all about self-awareness. It's about self-discipline. And it's more key to reputation management for the organization.
All right, and then we know that here in Nigeria, how well do you think we're emphasizing enough on how we take care of our customers?
No.
At some point or the other, you must have bought something from, you know, a store. You know.
I mean, some organizations are trying their best. They're actually trying their best. We can see it now, based on soft skills. Some companies, as soon as you step into the organization, you're being welcomed, and as you leave, you're even being thanked for, you know, for your custom, for your, you know. So that on that point, they're trying, but there's still a lot of organizations that are actually ignoring this element. Now you can tell that there's a lot of entrepreneurs. A lot of people now own their own businesses. That's really where the problem is. People who are entrepreneurs, who are not investing in soft skills or empathy for the customer, that's where the real problem is. And it's about really educating and advocating for proper customer service.
Because you see a lot of customers really complaining, oh my goodness, I went to this store, the way the receptionist or whoever just looked at me exactly like I was nothing until I brought out what I wanted my money to pay. She started treating me right. Hello, I think that was too late.
And that is, yeah, too little too late, because customer service, the moment you hire anybody who is going to be customer facing or client facing, whether it's high profile job or a sales girl, you must invest in some element of customer service. It's an assumption that everybody has an idea of how to say hello. Common greeting is part of customer service, and attending to the need of that person. So somebody comes in and they're looking for something, or you walk into a supermarket that is full of many aisles and you're looking for a particular product. The people who are on the sales floor should know where every item is. It's part of customer service. I've walked into a supermarket as well, and I asked for something, and the person said they don't know where it is, and yet they work there. You see, now that
and you
again
make efforts to find what it was.
Even if you don't know where the place is, or maybe you're new in the organization, because that can happen. Pass that customer on to someone who you think will know where that thing is, or direct them again, or just tell them, please, if you see the lady that is over there, she's in control of that area, kindly ask her. And that's all it takes, just an element of politeness. You know, good conduct and behavior is very important, and you don't just answer in a lackadaisical manner. You know, everything about your customer service is your your body language, your body language, your conduct, your tone, the way you communicate, your voice, you know, the way you've come across. And have you come to say, hello, how are you, can I help you? Because sometimes you can be somewhere and you can glaringly see that the person is looking for something or needs assistance. Even if it's not your area, it's not your department, it still means that if that's your organization, be polite enough to ask that person, how can I help you? And that is enough to at least set the right tone, and then you can pass them on to the right person. But yes, we don't see enough of that in the businesses in Nigeria today, and it's because a lot of people have taken it for granted. A lot of people think, well, I'm here to sell this thing. If I sell 10 today, I'm okay. I don't really need to emphasize on customer service. But guess what? Your business, you're in business for a long time, not just for tomorrow, and therefore you want your customers to keep on coming back and to keep on recommending you to other people. So customer service is important, and no, we're not seeing enough of it. I wish we could see enough of it. We need to be educated a bit more.
Exactly. So we know that, I know that you are a corporate image consultant and you do a whole lot with it. How can a deficit in customer centricity affect a business as a whole?
Oh, wow. It's still back to the reputation that I was talking about. Image is everything. And a picture speaks, you know, a 1,000 words, yes. But, you know, when there's no customer centricity, you're killing your organization immediately. I said initially that this competition is real. So you're not the only one that is in this business. There are a whole lot of people. But why do I want to come to you? Why am I geared towards you? Maybe in the past you have done something, or maybe you're the first person that I walked into that place to say, I like this, and I liked what I saw, and I'm coming back. But you can imagine if you're the first person that I'm approaching about this particular service or product that I'm looking for, and you frowned at me, and you didn't smile, and you didn't attend to me at all.
You were insolent, possibly.
The first thing I'm going to say is not about you. I'm going to talk about the company. I'm going to say, oh my gosh, no. The reputation is bad, and that's the image that you're killing already. And lots of businesses are suffering from this just because of that little 1 minute of soft skill. Hello, good afternoon. How can I help you? That kind of thing. And the image is dented, and sometimes, you know, they say first impressions go a long way.
Exactly.
And it takes seconds to make that first impression. So if I walk into your organization and I don't see anything related to any kind of element of politeness, and I walk out, it's going to take me a long while for me to regain trust in you. Chances are I'm not coming back. I'm actually going to go to another organization. So definitely the image is killed, and you know, there's a saying from Warren Buffett that says it can take you 20 years to build a reputation, to build your business, and it can take you 2 minutes to kill it.
All right, then we know that we've seen lots of people going into customer service, customer care training, but then it's not necessarily really translating to the way they relate with customers when they see them. Some people will tell you, oh, I'm not in the mood, I can't smile if I'm not in the mood.
Well, you're right. And there are tons and tons of trainings out there. What is that training geared towards? What is the objective of the training? I really believe when it comes to customer service, it's a practical, interactive training. It's not about theory. It's not about this is this and this is that and everything is writing. It needs practicality. It needs case studies. It needs real life examples. You need to be put in a position whereby if a customer comes into your organization and is extremely angry and this is a scenario, what would you do? It needs role play. You need to act it out. You need to be able to be in a position where been there, done that, seen it, all right? And that's the only way it can be embedded. And it's not a one-day thing, by the way. When it comes to customer service, it should be consistent. It should be something that you reiterate and, you know, you reinforce. Customer service training is reinforcement, all right? And it's not that they've done the training and they should be able to do it. No, it needs to be, you know, consistently, you know, things need to be in their face all the time. And sometimes you can do a face one-on-one classroom training and support it with videos, support it with more case studies, support it with write-ups, you know, support it with things that you know that these are things happening every day.
Yes.
Hey, this is our business. This is the same business that we're in. Look at what happens in this company on the basis of this. A bit of research needs to be done as well. But yes, again, you're right. Some people do the training and they just can't be bothered. And that's where really etiquette comes in. It's an attitude thing.
Exactly.
Attitude is a killer. And you know, with etiquette, it's about appearance, behavior, and conduct and communication.
Yes.
So when the attitude is wrong, the company has to look inwards. What is making the attitude of our staff bad? What is that? What is it about the morale that is being killed? Is it the environment? Is it what we are offering them? Is it something that there's a bit of conflict? Are they having workplace, you know, conflict? Are they having some issues with each other? Are they having challenges? You have to dig right into it, because when it comes to customer service, as an employee, you also have to be happy. You also have to know about the product that you're selling. You have to have some detailed knowledge about it. And sure, can you buy it before you start thinking about selling it to someone else? All right, and that's it. Some people don't believe in what they're selling or the product that they have. Some people don't believe in it. So it's really about aligning your employees' goals with the goals of the organization to move forward.
We'll take a quick break now. When we return, we'll talk about etiquette. Do stay with us. Thank you. All right, thank you very much for staying with us. You're still watching Ladies Talking Business on Plus TV Africa. Ma'am, let's talk about etiquette for a bit. Now, I know that while I was still in university, I remember one thing my chancellor used to say. He said your skill would take you to a certain position, but your character would keep you there. Putting this in line with etiquette, how well do you think we're embracing this culture in Nigeria, in our society?
And that's a good thing, a good question, because incidentally, when I started my business, I started in Nairobi, Kenya, for a number of years, and they were very open to something like this because they felt it would boost them, take them to the next level, and enhance their leadership skills. When I was crossing over to Nigeria, we had two schools of thought. We had the young ones that thought they do not have time for etiquette because they don't understand it, all right? And then we had the older ones that says, yes, 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 we need to inculcate it in our youths, that it's something that is really missing. So it's like that. And so when I started here, I realized that, look, the word etiquette, actually, I play down on it in business. I call it protocol, because I think people look at it as a bourgeoisie word. People think that it is only for the rich and the famous. People think that it's got nothing to do with them and it's for a certain category of people. And people also think it's like trying to make them be what they are not. No, 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 it is not. It is really about those skills, profitable, beneficial, purposeful, all right, skills that are used, interpersonal skills that are used to take you to the next level. They are skills that will help you get a job, stay in a job, thrive in a job. There's skills that will help you escalate to the next level. There's skills that will help you maneuver around situations that seem to be challenging.
And this seems to be one thing that people don't really understand.
No, they don't understand the importance of ensuring that there are certain soft skills you need to be a leader. Now, it is true, you don't readily see it in the university, you're not readily taught, but certain circumstances will position you in a place whereby, hey, I wish I had better knowledge about this, I would have handled it better, all right? And it's about, again, ABC, your whole appearance and your attitude, your behavior, and your conduct and communication. All those three package you and increase your image. And etiquette really is about, so I'll start with manners. Manners is the right thing to do at the right time. I see you in the morning, I should say good morning. That's manners. I see you in the afternoon, I should say good afternoon. Or in the evening, you know, I should greet you because I'm just seeing you for the first time that day. Etiquette really is how do I greet?
How you do it.
How do I greet? And sometimes, well, many times actually, it's influenced by culture and religion. So if I'm in Asia, there's a way I will greet you. If I'm in Africa, there is a way I will greet you. And if I'm in any other part of the world, there is a way I will greet you. So it's based on the geographical location, the culture, and the religion as well. Protocol is when. So manners, etiquette, and protocol go together. So should I greet you now, or should I greet you 5 hours later? The protocol means I ought to greet you now as I'm seeing you. As we sit at the table and we want to eat, the protocol is take your napkin, place it on your lap, all right? Pick up your cutlery and start eating, all right? So that's the protocol. The etiquette is how do I start eating? Do I eat with my knife and fork? Do I eat with chopsticks? Or do I eat with my hand? And of course, the manners is making sure you eat with your people around you in mind. So don't eat with too many, don't talk when your mouth is full, all right? So don't lean across the table while you're eating. When you have knife and fork in your hands, don't be wielding it as you're talking or you're gesturing. It's dangerous, all right? So, but you're right again. I wish we could see more. The society, and it's not just locally, actually, it is global. Unfortunately, globally, there's a lot of rudeness. There's a lot of very bad etiquette. There's a lot of very bad conduct. And when it comes to business, an organization will hire you for your technical skills, but they will fire you for your behavioral skills.
Exactly.
So poor behavior, you will be fired. Good technical skills are good. But you see, that is why it's very important that you must remember that today, soft skills are the new hard skills. People are not hiring because you had a first class. People are hiring because we want to know, do you actually have leadership potential? Do you work well with other people? Do you have the ability to lead a team, to work with a team? Because it's not just me, myself, and I, you see. And therefore, etiquette means being polite to people, being considerate, being kind, being able to do things together. It's not just about you. And therefore, we try to emphasize it in terms of when it comes to leadership, you must have empathy. You must be able to understand. You know, emotional intelligence is key to any leadership.
Exactly.
Any
I was going to come to that. What's the what's that connection between, you know, etiquette and emotional intelligence?
Absolutely. A good leader should always have elements of emotional intelligence. You are leading people, so you should be able to be sensitive to how you come across to them and how they come across to you. When you say something, how does it, be thoughtful about how did that land on them? Was I a bit too harsh, or did I really take consideration about my words? Then you walk in, you see one of your staff who's just had a baby, and you know that she's got a young child, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, you know what? I think it's time. I think you, because of your baby, let me consider, for you to be productive and not think about your baby all day long, I need to make things more conducive for you. So I think you should come in at a certain time and leave at a certain time. And that time you're there, you're most productive. But if I keep you in the office till 6, 7, 8 p.m. and I know you had a newborn baby, you're not going to be productive at all. And that means I, as a leader, must be sensitive to them, to my circumstances and to people that I'm leading. And it's very important. It's about self-awareness. It's about self-discipline. It's about empathy. You know, it's about so many things that make you lead. As a leader, you cannot claim to know everything. You should be in a position where you're also learning from the people that work with you. And that makes an all-rounder. And it means, therefore, as a leader, you must have some etiquette. You must be able to be polite because you are actually the epitome of, somebody's looking at you. You are coaching or
Yes.
mentoring from a
Yes,
distance without
yes.
even knowing it. People are watching the way you do things. Are you a good leader? Do you show good traits? Good leadership traits, and that's where the whole full package comes in. If you are a leader who is very rude to your subordinates, shouts all the time, extremely inconsiderate, could not care less about, I don't care, finish it at 10 p.m., that's your business, then you are definitely going to have real problems with your leadership style, poor productivity, and the bottom line will be affected completely. And people will begin to leave, high turnover, just because the boss, we don't get on with
He's
the
not
boss.
doing what he's supposed to
So
do.
a lot of things are connected, and it's almost I wouldn't call it customer service from the external point, but it's internal customer service. Am I polite to the people that I work with?
Because it's going to translate to the customers themselves.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, finally, because of time,
Yes.
do you need to go to a school to learn all of these things, or you can pick it up from the environment?
You mean etiquette itself?
Yes.
Behavior, conducts, interpersonal skills. To be honest with you, you don't necessarily need to go to school, because as they say, when it comes to manners, manners is everywhere. Manners is free. Manners is priceless. The problem is you can lose millions without manners.
Manners.
And, and again, with manners and etiquette, it can actually open doors for you more than any technical education that you have had. But you can pick it up as you go along. But it's nice to be in a position where you can get elements of training on it, because it gives you a foot forward, all right? It's not to say where the etiquette schools, I need to go there. Sometimes
schools. I know I went to a finishing school though.
Yes, which I think is fantastic, because I run a finishing school myself. But you see, at this point in time, if you get the opportunity to go, don't say, I don't want to go, or I have to go because my office says I have to go. Every learning experience is important. Knowledge is power. Whenever you find yourself in a position where you're learning something new, grab it. You might not need that knowledge now, you might need it later. But yes, it's good to go to a place where you can learn some of these soft skills, because it's an added advantage. It's your panache advantage, I call it. But then again, always be observant. Use people that are mentors to you, that are coaches to you, that you really like the way they are. Watch the way they do things. Watch the way they conduct themselves, how they communicate, how they behave, their appearance and their attitude, and you will learn a whole lot more.
All right,
Definitely.
thank you so much. Thank you so
You're
much
welcome.
for joining me. And that's all on Ladies Talking Business today. I do hope you really learned a lot, because I did. Until next time, I still remain your host, Irene Ubani. Bye.
Best concert of your life? Don't just stay cool, stay refreshed with an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Pick your lane, solo or bigger boy.
Taste the feeling.
This is Plus TV Africa. Welcome to One on One with Onyeka Akoma, CEO and founder of Farm Crowdy. How has the journey been?
It's been an interesting experience. I took the wrong route of using CVs. So people had 20 years, 50 years experience, and you felt like, oh, this guy is going to be a guru.
Did you know anything about farming prior to Farm Crowdy?
I was 12 years old when my mom made me raise a couple of hundreds of birds, and she said to me that I should raise them and I was going to sell them at Christmas, and then I'll give the money to Santa Claus and he'll buy me a gift.
Okay. In June 2018, Farm Crowdy lost some farmers. Are you still avoiding those places at the moment?
We don't have enough confidence to go back to Barking Ladi to go and start another farm there. I think it's someone else's duty to deal with the security situation. If these farmers are not able to go back to the farm to work for lack of security in that location, how will they put food on the table? It's all they know how to do.
Hi guys, my name is Kemen Fitness. I'm a fitness entrepreneur and wellness coach. Drink a lot of water, stretch before you work out. Try to work out at least 30 minutes. Eat healthy, that's eat clean, and have a lot of sleep. Yeah, try to sleep when you can. On the keyboard. I don't think I know. On the keyboard. Last letter on the keyboard. If it's not Z, I don't know. Oh. Lastly, picture hung out with. When was the last time I hung out with her? But I had the most fun hanging out with Timaya. He's a comedian. North America, South America, Asia, Europe, Africa, Australia, Antarctica. Okay, so wait. Some chairs have arms and legs but no head. Maybe. Yeah. I admire a lot of female celebrities. A lot of them. I mean, yeah, of course. The most. Don't tell anybody. Tiwa Savage. Hi guys, my name is Kemen. I'm a fitness entrepreneur and a wellness coach. These guys, they made me thirsty, but I survived. At least I answered most of the questions, so I tried. Yeah!
Hello and welcome to News on the Hour on Plus TV Africa. And here are the stories making the headlines this morning. I'm Tokumbo Taiwo. The People's Democratic Party has called for the immediate and unconditional release of its governorship candidate in Osun, Senator Ademola Adeleke, arrested by the police in Abuja. The party National Publicity Secretary Kola Ologbodinyo made the call at a press conference on Monday in Abuja. Ologbodinyo condemned the arrest, describing it as unconstitutional, provocative, and part of the plot by the All Progressives Congress to stall his tribunal case. He described the arrest as total disregard for the extant order of the Osun State High Court in Ikirun, issued on Monday, restraining the police or its agents from arresting and detaining him. Adeleke is currently facing trial on 7 counts, amended charges bordering on examination malpractice before an Abuja Federal High Court. The governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, has blamed the internal crisis in the All Progressives Congress in the build-up to the 2019 general elections on the desperation of some members who are positioning themselves ahead of the 2023 presidential election. El-Rufai, while regretting that the APC lost some states to the opposition on account of the inordinate ambitions of some members of the party, argued that it was wrong for the APC members to be scheming ahead of the 2023 elections when President Muhammadu Buhari's second term had not even taken off. He said Buhari must be firm and deal decisively with those ambitious members who might make his second term in office difficult for him. El-Rufai spoke in Ikoyi, Lagos on Saturday during an interactive session with members of the Bridge Club, who are mainly businessmen and captains of industries. Electoral stakeholders have called for radical reforms of the current electoral process. This was as stakeholders converged in Abuja to appraise the successes and failures of the recent general elections and challenges witnessed during the conduct of the polls. They submitted that all the stakeholders must take the blame for whatever shortcomings witnessed during the polls, as the entire process did not meet the yearnings of millions of Nigerians.
It is no longer news that the 2019 general election has come and gone, but not without the usual challenges that has characterized our electoral system over the years, which has brought some dark cloud over the conduct of the election as usual. We have started in earnest to x-ray the outcome of the election, and most Nigerians think that the entire systemic failure should be laid out at the doorsteps of the electoral management body. Yes, to some great extent. I also feel the same way, but it is very important that we take a second look at the whole issue and the processes that required the conduct of a free, fair, and credible election.
If we put it on a template of an examiner, a scorer, and a participant, and for the kind of democracy we're running presently, also not forgetting, this is the first time ever in the history of this country that we have 91 political parties, 73 presidential candidates. That's huge. It would mean that you expect the organizers, that's INEC, to be adequately prepared. Yes, they will claim to be. Yes, we expected the INEC to be. But I am not sure any one of us, up to the eve of the election, knew that we had 91 political parties.
This is a time for us to have a change in the right direction that Africans need so as to transform our continent. It's a journey that we can achieve. And I believe that we, all of us, making sure that we have a responsibility to our next generation, our generation and next generation. We need to see Africa transform. And the bed of that is a great Nigeria in West Africa. We're mindful of